Right, I'm here looking at the Takamo Iron 101. They were recently come out on some YouTube reviews saying they were absolutely fantastic, they look great, they perform great, and I absolutely agree with you. I've had a customer who bought a set, got them in from the States, and basically he came along, he had KBS Tour 90 regular shafts in them and wasn't quite getting on with them. They were varying a bit too much, they were going a little bit too high. So he had some shafts in his old clubs which were Dynamic Gold 120s S300, so a step up in flex and a step up in weight, and I've used all of his components he brought me to rebuild his clubs. So this is the finished article. So we've got a little bit of gold paint in there because when we come to the shaft we've got a nice gold sticker. I've spine aligned the shaft as well, that's my sticker that I put in all the clubs that I do, and then the black and gold multi-compound +4. It's looking pretty sharp. And I'm just going to talk you through the process that I went through to build the club because it was quite a lot of fun. So here's a couple I've done already, and then what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to heat the head, so we take off another one. I'm up to the 8 iron, I'm just going to take this head off and show you the process. So I use a wet tea towel. With that wet tea towel I wrap it around the ferrule, blast it with some heat. Just start hearing some little clicky noises. Once I hear those clicky noises, that's when I know the glue's just starting to break down. Do be careful, I burn my hands all the time and that is not enough. Now the customer doesn't always bring me the shafts. I can get hold of most shafts that are out there today. There we go, that's nice and loose. Can you hear that sizzling just because the wet towel's just getting rid of all that heat in there? And there is a tip weight in there, so if I was using these in another club straight away I'd pull that out. If it doesn't pull out, heat it again, get some pliers on it, pull it straight out. Careful because you can heat these and they can ping around the room. I've seen that done in the past. I've always grabbed it before it starts doing that anyway, but safety first. Now I can hear that sizzling. Another head off. What I need to do is drill out these heads, so I'll do that shortly, but I'm actually going to put the new shafts in tomorrow, so I'm just getting these out so they're ready to go in and going from there. It is a nice looking head. Now the grips that I'm going to put with these shafts as well, a little bit because of availability and things, but I've got the +4 grip in black and gold. Going to put a bit of gold lettering in here as well, just subtly, just to match it up as much as I can. So there they're ready to go. All the heads are off, and tomorrow we're going to come along, put some shafts in. I'll talk you through what I'm looking for, how I'm going to prepare everything to be reshafted, and go from there. See you tomorrow. Right, we're back today, we're putting the shafts in. So what I need to do is make sure that all of these shafts have, so the air can pass all the way through. Let's try and get that through to the camera. Anyway, make sure you can blow through that, and that's got tape on the top. There you go. Right, air can go through all of these. If it can't, you want to get a drill bit, drill through here, drill out the tips of the shafts. This bit is a lot shallower. These have already been in some other clubs, so because this is shallower than the depth of the clubs I'm putting them in, I need to take these ferrules off. I can't get them off and reuse them, so they're going to cut them off. Stanley knife, easy enough. Let's cut them off, get some new ferrules on there, get them ready to go in the heads. Another point is the Takamo irons are a 370 tip diameter. These are a 355. So these are going to have shims on them to make up the difference in that space. Now you can't put bigger shafts in the smaller hosels without drilling out the heads. So that's just an absolute catastrophe of a job. It's not really worth the effort most of the time. You can normally find some shafts that will fit at a reasonable price. Let's cut all these off. Let's go from there. all the way down. So what I normally do is push the ferrule on as much as I can. Normally like this. What you can do, get a T-peg or something, put the T-peg in the head, put your finger there, so that's how far we need, put that against the shaft, and yes, it's all the way in. If you imagine it only goes that far in, you haven't got as much surface area actually gripping the inside of the club head. So you want to make sure that you've pre-tested that depth. So what I've also done with these, that sits nice and flush, there's no gap, beautiful. So what I've done with these is I've found the spine on every shaft, so the spine is going to face the target. These are going to go in, that's going to go that way, so all the labels are going to be on a different butt. Right, let's get this head glued in as well. So I've drilled out the head so there's no glue and debris in there. I'm going to put this down here, spin, spin, spin. Right, I want to get every surface inside that head exposed to glue. Spin it around, spiral it around, get all the little nooks and crannies. Beautiful. And then this shaft that's going in here. Dun, 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 dun. far off it. Ooh, just needs a little bit more. Half a swing weight out. Double check. Dropping everything. Your beauty. Right, we're looking good. So then the ones that I've changed, crossed out and put a new number on, they're the ones that need corking. The other ones don't because I haven't put any powder down them. D. Oh, it's like 1.8. Rocking and rolling. Right. Plug, grips, done. Oh, the corks have all fallen out. How many do I want? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is literally just the tour stick. Get the cork in the top. I've just noticed there's some stickers still on the shafts. So last grip, and then all I want to do is wipe down the shafts with acetone or methylated spirits, literally just to clean off all the old tape, get off any residue. There was some parcel tape around the shafts when the chap gave them to me. Right, 9:45. 9:45, lesson incoming. Quick clean on the shafts. Methylated spirits. I like to roll this up just so it doesn't disintegrate as much and doesn't go through to my hands as much, because I'm sure all these chemicals on my hands aren't good. Oh, I still need to ascertain the ferrules. Let's go acetone. Acetone. This is wonderful stuff. I'm running low, but I think I've ordered some and it should be arriving today. This will obliterate everything. Yes. Ah, yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. And then just run it around the ferrule just to smooth it over. Yeah, there's some things like putter refurbishments where I don't know what to charge until I know what people are happy to pay. But I've heard that some people have paid 200 quid for like Scotty Cameron refurbishments, which is worth every penny. But if I can provide that same service, I might just need a bit more equipment to be able to do it. But they're the sorts of things that I want to be able to do because everything comes out so nice.